Hello and welcome to a quick demonstration slash quick overview of Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo on PlayStation 4. This game just released a few days ago and I was foolish enough to buy it. I don't have PS Plus, so I paid the full price. And yeah, we're just going to check it out right now. There's more humongous games. This is the only one I have so far. So these games already released on Switch some earlier this year, like at the beginning of the year. Same intro, same F-mod, so it's kind of weird that it even needs F-mod. So same menu. Right now I'm controlling with the analog stick. You can also control with the D-pad, which is kind of interesting. You can't control the Switch version with the D-pad. We'll jump back and forth between the Switch versions in a bit, and you can also use the touchpad on the controller. So X is your cursor, or is what clicks. So we jump in, same logo as far as I can tell, maybe slightly different color if you really want a pixel peep.
Fill your tank, save the zoo, get in step.
Skip the intro, this isn't really what this is about. So right off the bat, different overlay, but it looks nice. I actually think the overlay in this looks better than the Switch version. Just higher resolution buttons, I guess. So pretty similar, exact same gear icon. Takes you to the exact same menu, the exact same sound effects and warnings, everything. So game feels pretty much the same. I actually prefer playing with the DualShock controller, believe it or not. I think X for action and circle to skip is more intuitive than A to skip and B to action. I wish the Switch version wasn't mapped the way it did, but oh well. Shoulder buttons load, shoulder buttons save. Same thing with the Switch version where they have pre-done names, so you can't name your save files still. So let's roll along here.
Wow!
This video is probably gonna get content ID'd because of the music. That's fine.
Hi.
But then never mind. So right off the bat, let's show off one of the more interesting aspects. Well, we'll get back to Baldini in a bit. So waterfalls look nice and animated. If you hear some background noises, it's my cat running around. Apologies. Paint Putt-Putt like you've always been able to. You actually get a trophy for painting Putt-Putt, so that's what's kind of cool. Is this version actually has trophies. I already got all the trophies because it's really easy. Oh, it even screenshots when you take a trophy. Windows TV tells me these are the exact same achievements that the iOS version had long time ago. I forgot iOS even had achievements. As you can see, the achievements are really common. Getting to the big delivery driver is at 94, and that's literally just getting past the zoo gate. The least common trophy is... These were at like different numbers when I played. This was at like a 68 when I played last night, but now it's at a 76. 76 is the least common. But 78% of people who have played this game have beaten it, because it's really easy. So keep your eyes peeled. I didn't mean to do that. So keep your eyes peeled for, because I have noticed some occasional graphical glitches of this version that I don't recall seeing on the Switch version, where just sometimes character sprites will you'll see stray pixels of character sprites just retain their place. Be resilient, I guess. There's like a word in my head that's escaping me. Did you hear that audio hitch? That sounded kind of weird.
Fetch, little mousey. I mean, giant scary mousey.
So no boost in audio quality, no redrawn graphics, nothing. It's literally the same game. I'll be sure to keep my eyes out for any stray pixels or graphical glitches. I don't recall them happening here. I seem to recall it being more prolific in Jungle Land.
Brr, I'm freezing.
Hockey game is the same.
Here we go!
Although with the low frame rate, really makes it unpleasant to control. And I'm still just as bad at this as I've always been.
Beverages. Got ice cold beverages. Get them while they're cold. Get them while they're icy. Get them while they're beverages.
Did better than last night. Penguins are still here. They still go hard. Penguin skip still works. I cannot imagine speedrunning this game with the touchpad. Like, this is me using the touchpad. I don't like the sensitivity whatsoever. Like, the touchpad, like, it's not... Like, first of all, I hate laptop mouse pads to begin with, but this thing is so tiny. I'm not a big PS4 gamer, by the way. What happens when you click it? Nothing. Wait. Oh, clicking the touchpad is a button too. That's interesting. Pressing in the trackpad on the controller also clicks. I just figured that out now. But just, it feels like I barely have to like make any contact with my finger. Like, this is me putting the very tip of my finger on the trackpad, and it's already enough to sense it. In fact, I was getting accidental presses and I didn't know what I was doing. But just tiny trackpad and huge sensitivity is just not something I like. Maybe you'll be fine with it.
There's a toolbox in there.
Still no period key, so no toolbox skip.
I'll
I'm not a fan. I'd much rather use the joysticks. But I guess this is the PS4's equivalent. Switch, you can use the touchscreen to control, which is nice. Oh, you may have noticed by now, the cursor still does that thing in the Switch version where it's always the outlined cursor. It never fills in, it never turns into an arrow to designate where you can go, which is the same case as the Switch version. I assume if I were playing Spy Fox or Pajama Sam, the cursor wouldn't be that way because this is a unique thing to the 2011 Nimbus iOS version, because basically what they figured was, since you're controlling that with a touchscreen and the cursor is invisible, they just kind of dummied out the cursor. And then I guess when they made this version, based off that code, they never fixed it. Shut up. So the waterfall looks very nice. So this is where we're going to go back to the Switch version. Just a moment. Is this actually going to work? Oh, I have to go into this. So here we're looking at the Switch version. I think the blue is slightly different. The Fmod looks slightly lower resolution. So if you really care about resolution, no, it still has a weird purple inside, so it's the same. What I wanted to show, and I thought I had the game loaded already, is in the Switch version, they still haven't, and this is the latest version, they still haven't fixed the waterfall. So this is docked mode, but looking at it now, I think this is 720p, because it just looks so much worse. I thought it, you know, it transitioned between 720p and 1080p handheld or docked respectively, but really comparing it, it seems like the PS4 version is internally 1080p. So that's interesting. I am capturing in 1080p, I think. So yeah, the pixels on Putt-Putt look way clearer on TV. Obviously, if you're playing in handheld mode, you're playing on a 720p screen. So it would look...
I wonder if we'll find any of the missing baby animals here.
you would get crisp pixels, but you're getting a lower resolution. And the thing is, this game was originally designed at 480 pixels tall, so no matter what, you're going to get uneven pixels. See how just right of the steering wheel, this outline is thicker than this outline? That's because some pixels have to be taller than others, because 1080 is not a multiple of 480, so pixels have to be different heights. So cool on them for fixing the waterfall, because the Switch version never fixed the waterfall. Going back again, you can see just how much worse this version looks in comparison. I mean, ignore the fact Putt-Putt is blue. Dabu dee dabu die. And then back to PS4. So, another win for Sony, I guess.
Maybe this will do the trick.
Not that they couldn't have squeezed 720p 1080 out of the Switch version. I just think they didn't for the sake of convenience. I'm gonna show you another instance where the... we'll do Baldini at the end, because I want to beat the game.
I still need to rescue the last lost animal.
So let's just beat the game real quick, using the touchpad since I was so mean to it. Sadly, no way to edit the I, so no moving in herds, no holy moly, no moose jokes.
I'm not as scared of mice anymore, Mama.
Yeah, right.
There must be a way out of here.
Same,
It's this!
same Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo as always.
Get ready, Sammy! You're going swimming! I rescued all...
And then it's pretty much just Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo. What the? That's a weird stutter. Can the PS4 not load this game quick enough? Same them. So, like from what I recall from the Switch version, play it again and quit. Basically, do the exact same thing. They both just take you to the menu.
Do you want to stop?
So ultimately, it's kind of pointless. So let me show you another. So that's basically it. I didn't notice any graphical bugs when playing this playthrough, but I have seen it here and there. Again, like sometimes, like Putt-Putt's here, and even when he will move, you'll see his pixels where he originally was. Occasionally. I think it's most likely to happen on the rapids. Okay. I was giving the touchpad a chance and I don't care.
Oh. Whoa, sure is.
Whoa!
You do get an achievement, I mean a trophy for getting in the whirlpool. Animations look basically fine, so I guess... Oh, the eyebrows. Did you see that? You may have to rewind a little bit, but Putt-Putt's eyebrows kind of stood in place.
Enough is enough. I want to go home.
Enough is enough. So yeah, I guess now that I've shown that off, I can now wrap up this video by... showing off Baldini glitch, which is the most interesting thing to note with this the 2007/2011 version of Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo we have here. So this version lets you take a picture of Baldini, which you can't do on the Steam version, so another win for consoles.
Hiya, Putt-Putt!
Say cheese.
picture of him. So if you try to take a picture again,
I already took a picture of Mr. Baldini.
you already took a picture, but you can click on the door, and the game gets kind of confused.
Putt-Putt. Did you deliver the zoo chow for me?
I sure did, Mr.
Okay, cool, it showed it. So the game just kind of surrendered and went into the menu. But if I hit continue, it continues. And I still have all my progress from earlier. So the game didn't crash. Normally this is supposed to crash, but it didn't. I'll show it crashing on the Switch version. So let's try it again. Sometimes it doesn't even go into the menu. It just takes you back here just fine. So, Baldini glitch patched. Confirmed? Possibly. Switch back to the Switch version. I already took a picture of Mr. Baldini. Just make sure my Switch box device is working. So if we take a picture of Baldini, do the same thing.
Hello there, Putt.
The software closed because of an error. So, I mean, this is the latest version of the game. So, yeah, not sure what's going on there. So, alright, that's basically it. It's Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo. It's $15 on PlayStation Store. I don't really think it's worth it at that price, in my opinion. Again, that's why I only bought this one, just so I can talk about it. And possibly do a few more videos on it. Maybe a live stream, maybe a full playthrough with no commentary. I don't know why the touchpad, mind of its own. So, yeah, that's basically it. It's like if I touch the joystick, it goes fast. What was I gonna say? Oh, so there was that rumor a while back that the ESRB had rated a Humongous Classics collection, a physical collection for PS4 and Switch. If that is true and it actually comes out, I'm gonna get that, and that's gonna be how I play Pajama Sam and Spy Fox and Freddy Fish on PS4. But for the time, because I don't want to like triple dip or anything. So I'll just wait for that if it comes true, but for now I'll just settle for this. Maybe I'll get one more. So I'll just settle for Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo on PS4 for now. But I'm pretty impressed with what I see. They fixed the waterfall animation. They didn't fix the cursor. I assume all the... because the Switch version's launched in pretty rough states. Pretty much every game had something wrong with it. But those were, for the most part, ironed out. But I assume all these versions on PS4 have those bug fixes. So it looks really nice in 1080p, which is good. Switch version I never realized was 720p internally, even when docked. So that's kind of gross. But the Switch version obviously has the advantage of handheld play. So if playing handheld is important to you, even though you get a slightly less crisp, docked experience, I mean, that's what, you know, Switch has always been about. Just playing on my... I just grabbed the Switch in handheld to check it out. And in handheld, it looks very crisp, because it's 720p on a 720p screen. So, it's just a matter of what you want. I just recommend playing it on Steam. No, I just recommend just not buying these games. I just recommend using Scum to play the games at higher resolution without for less money. That's gonna do it basically. Let's just check out a few more of these billboards. Alright, that is gonna do it. So thanks everybody for watching this rambly video, and I'll catch you all later.